brought to you by ducks that don't quack. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. Today we are, I guess, continuing with the demodding, the removal of the sport bar or roll bar on the Jeep Gladiator. Because we have other plans for it and for the Jeep Gladiator. What I'm talking about, of course, is right back here, the Infab Sport Bar. This is going to be coming off. But to do that, we of course have to remove some wiring because I have lights up there. And this is another reason why I love the VOS switch, because it makes it very simple, not only to put on, but to remove as well. The lights on top, you can see right there, are controlled by switch number 4 right here. So we just have to remove the 2 wires, pull through, and then I can crawl underneath and unzip tie all the wiring I have all the way across up to the sport bar where the lights sit. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get to actually pulling the sport bar off with the lights still attached, because they're going to be used on the next application for a different vehicle. Okay, we've got the Gladiator turned around. That must mean that wire removal was a success. And it was. I just had it zip tied running from the front down. It was very easy. Fortunately for me, I didn't go too extreme, and it was simple to get pulled. Now we have to take the screws out for the sport bar itself. There are 2 on each side. One there, one there, one there, one there. It's just held together with the bolt, the nut, and then like a washer, not really a washer, like a plate on the back that kind of squeezes it onto the rail on the side of the truck. To do that, all you need is a 14 millimeter socket, that's it, and then a box to throw all the hardware in. Pretty simple. Okay, getting into position, and yes, I do have a stool to sit on because I believe one should be comfortable when one is working. Now, like I said, all we have to do is remove these bolts, and it should be free. So, let's find out. And there's the plate that I was talking about that's on behind. Really didn't want it to fall on the truck, but hey, you know. So all I have to do now is the other side, and then I should be able to lift it off. And this one we'll do a little bit smarter instead of letting it drop on the truck. Now that I remember how it works. Well, the bolt dropped anyway. That's okay. And that's it. That should set it free. Success. It is a bit heavier than I remember it being. I'll say that, but that takes it off the truck. Now, you need to see if there's any carnage on the rails from having it on there. All right, let's take a look at the rails. All I see is a little bit of dirt. I don't even see any scratching over here. That's cool. Let's check the other side. Same thing over here, just dirt in the same spot. I don't even see any scratching, and I didn't see any scratching on the inside of the rail either, so should be able to just wipe off the rails with a damp cloth and look just like it did before the rail or the sport bar was ever on. All right, have the rails all cleaned up, let you guys see what it looks like. This side is pretty much perfect. I mean, I see a little outline here maybe. That might still be just dirt, I don't know. There is a little bit of a scrape on the passenger side, right here. I'm not sure what that's from. That may not have anything to do with this because it would have sat flat here. And then of course the same little outline here. Again, it might just be dirt, I don't know. Probably not, but it is very minor. Nothing anyone is ever going to notice. So I'm pretty impressed. Was able to use this sport bar on the Gladiator without any damage to the truck. Now, one thing I want to take a quick look at, now that I have it down here in the light in the garage, how is it held up out here in the sun down in deep South Texas? And I have to say, the finish of the sport bar itself is done really well. It's still a nice, deep, crisp black. The only problem with this, and this was a shipping issue, was right down here in this corner. There is a spot where there was shipping damage, I think, where the powder coat had started to come off, so I painted it. I need to address that again. The other thing, the lights. How do the aftermarket lights hold up? Well, I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick it up, but they are definitely grayed, oxidized. So whatever plastic finish they're using on these, I would say is not as durable as what they used on the sport bar. Different companies, of course. And I realize the sport bar is painted powder coated, and these are just plastic, but still, it's not been on there that long, and they've already grayed. I can only imagine what they'll look like in another year or two sitting out in the sun. Not a big deal. I mean, they still work, they're still functional. They just don't look as purty as they did before. Anyway, that's it. Let's take a quick look. There's the Gladiator without the sport bar. Does feel like it's missing something, I must say. I did like the sport bar on there, but there's an upcoming mod going to make it more useful. Stay tuned for that. Now, I'm going to put this on a different truck. It's going to be the Tacoma, assuming, of course, that it actually fits. I'm not sure that it will. I might have to adapt it a little bit to make it fit. I just don't know if it's wide enough. I might have to extend it a little bit, which I can do, and we shall see. If you're interested in seeing what it looks like or how the process goes on the Tacoma, make sure you check out my other channel, Rob Motive. That's where I'll be carrying on with this as far as the install goes for the Tacoma. Let me know, do you like it better with or without that sport bar? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. As I mentioned, Rob Motive, which is all about the Toyota Tacoma, and Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.